So these are the signs to look for to see if your gut is actually healing. And if your gut function is not like this, then you need to go through a gut reset process and a diet reset. Signs your gut is healing for eczema sufferers and other chronic and autoimmune conditions. So one of the best signs that we can use is your bowel function. So let's go through what it should be and some of the issues that we commonly find. So checking your poop is important. How often you poop, the consistency, the color, the smell, the frequency, all of those things are really important benchmarks. So let's run through what they should be. So one of the questions I'll ask on the assessment is how many bowel movements will you have each day? Some people will say each day, oh, I go like once or twice per week. That would put you on the low end. Where we would love you to be is 1 to 2 bowel movements per day. If you are above or below that, it could be an indication that the gut has not healed yet and that there are some other issues guiding that process, either the intake of fiber or the amount of inflammation in the body or dysbiosis, which is an imbalance of gut microbes. If it's very loose and it's very often and it's offensive to the nose, then that's normally an indication that we have a pathogenic microbe that's currently causing some issues down there. So 1 to 2 movements per day. And the next question I'll ask is, in terms of consistency, is it very hard or is it very soft or is it somewhere in between? Very hard normally means that we have an issue with hydration, or we're just having loads and loads of fiber. That's not such a common reason. If it's very soft, we have quite the opposite. So not enough fiber, or again, it can show us that we have some bacterial issues within the gut itself, and so it's not healed. So it should be smooth like a sausage, okay? So smooth like a sausage. I know no one's poop looks like that, but it should be nearly there, all right? So smooth like a sausage, not like really cracked, all right, or made up of lots of pebbly bits, like really dry rabbit droppings, and it shouldn't be completely mushy and watery as well. All right, this is the Bristol stool chart, although it's the inverted way around. You don't need to know that. All you need to know is it really, really hard, soft, pebbly, smooth like a sausage, or is it over to the watery end? We want you here. Next is color. So one of the questions I'll ask is it very light or pale or yellow? Or is it very dark, or is it somewhere in between? We would like you, of course, to be in between. So medium brown. If it's yellow or light or pale, that often indicates quite fast poop. So it's moving through the digestive tract really quickly. It's not being digested properly. If it's really dark, that sometimes can be due to what we're eating, or some of the supplementations we might be taking, like iron supplements. But if you notice green within the stool, that can be an indication that your gallbladder is producing either a lot of bile, or that bile isn't being digested and absorbed properly. So again, an indicator that the gut has not quite finished healing. Next, I'll ask, is it offensive to the nose, or is it just normal bowel movement smell? If it's offensive to the nose, remember one of the functions, or your primary function of your nose, is to detect microbes in the environment that can harm you. Not just to detect really good smelling food, but also to detect microbes. So if we cooked a chicken and we leave it out on the worktop for 2 weeks in the sun, it's gonna reek. Why? Because your nose is designed to detect microbes in the environment that can harm you. That's why they smell. And so if the stool is offensive to the nose, very often that can mean we have an overgrowth of pathogenic or opportunistic microbes within